there. Today I'm going to go over the basic uses of the Joomla admin system. I'm going to break it up into different tutorials. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through the actual control panel of Joomla first. So put in your username and password that I gave you and the link that I gave you and hit login. Now we're going to use my women's hockey site, my other dress shoes, as a test site or an example for you. This is the control panel that everybody will see when they sign in. When you're a super administrator, as what I've set probably most of you up as, you will see everything that I'm seeing right now. There are different levels in the Joomla system, user levels, that you can be set at. There's only a few that can see the back end in this way. And at different levels, you see different items. So if you're at the super administrator status, you see everything that I see. If you're at the administrator status, there are a few things you don't see. And same with the manager status, which is one below that. There are a few less things. So typically I will always set you as a super administrator along with myself. So let's just go through what's on the control panel first and where you find things that I will be referring to when I send you emails or when you go through these tutorials. So first of all, here on the right hand side, this is a listing of different things that are going on. Some of you may have the same thing that you see here. It depends on some of the components that are added to your Joomla system. And then some people may just see a welcome message from me, and I'll usually put it up here. A lot of times with a video already there or special notes about your website, but that's where they'll typically appear, is right up in here. Now over here what we have is add new article, article manager. This is probably one of the most important places you'll be. Most of my clients that are maintaining their site, you really are just maintaining the pages and the articles that are going onto the website. So this is where you'll be most of the time. And that will be a tutorial in itself, so we'll move on from there. Front page manager, it's just what it says. It's going to show you what articles are shown on the front page. So it's a quick and easy way to if you need to change something quickly on the front page and you have to get to it quick to an article, that's the best choice for that. Section manager, category manager, just what they say. These are the sections and categories that the articles go into, but it's a quick way to get to them. Media manager, many of you will be in this section as well. Basically think of the media manager as like a gallery. It's a gallery that can be composed of many, many things, like your PDFs, pictures, pictures for stories, pictures for different components. They're all stored in the media manager. Menu manager, some of you may use the menu manager. It takes a little bit more knowledge of the system to be able to do it, but you can at least go there and you can see how I've set different menu items up. But this is, the menu manager will also be another tutorial in itself. So we'll go into that later. Language manager, most of you don't need to worry about that. User manager, you will get into that. The user manager is obviously where you create the users for the website, whether it be for people who are going to be publishing things, writing things for you, managing it. If you want to add a new super user, you can do that here. Global configuration, don't touch it. All I have to say is don't touch it. If you need anything done in global configuration, please leave that to us. So stay away from global configuration. Now we'll go through these top links. Site, it's just a way that you can get back to the control panel and some of the other things that are listed right in here. Menus, it's a quick drop down to the different menus that are listed. Content, that's basically one of the drop downs that you'll be in all the time. The article manager, article trash, front page manager, all of that. Components, this is where, and this is a whole different section in itself, but this is where we add the different components that a lot of you have on your websites. If you have the frequently asked questions, it's controlled here. If you have banners, if you have attachments, let's see, if you have the blog, it will all be controlled under the components. So this will be a helpful link for you, and you will be going to this quite often. Extensions. Some of you who are doing more on your website, doing more controlling of the things going on in your website, um, you'll be in here and can be in here. The only thing I ask you not to touch is the install and uninstall and the template manager. Those are two places that really please leave alone, and contact me if you need anything done installing wise. Please do not install any components or modules or plugins yourself. Please go through us first. Tools, a good one to use if you ever notice, and this is to tell you this, if you're an administrator and you ever notice that a page that you're working on is locked up, this can happen. You can get that little lockbox. This can happen if you use the back key in your browser. So all you would do is go down to Global Check-in and click on that, and it will take away all of those lockboxes. Hopefully none of you will have that problem, but if you do, that's what you need to do. Okay, so let's go back to the control panel. And that should do it for the basics of the control panel.